So we're here with Sophie Wells at team training ahead of Gothenburg. This will be her 11th straight championship. Sophie, what were your thoughts when they gave you the nod that you'd been selected?
Obviously, it's a massive honour to be selected for any championship to represent Great Britain. So obviously I was very happy, quite excited about it. And I think for me, every championship means something slightly different, whether you're going on a different horse, the journey that you've been on to get there, to get to selection. And this year, it's George's first major call-up. Obviously he did the Europeans 2 years ago. However, he was reserve and had to step into Reese when he wasn't well enough to go. So this is his first proper call-up, which for me is quite exciting when you've brought them on from a young horse. So yeah, it was really good news and obviously a massive honour.
And 11 championships in a row, that's pretty good. And for somebody so young, you've been sort of a cornerstone of Team GBR over the last few years. This year's going to be slightly different with 3 new riders in the team. How's that going to feel for you?
I think it's exciting. You know, this is starting to look at the future of para dressage in Great Britain. It's good to have new faces around, new enthusiasm, and I think everyone will go out there and try their best, and we'll all work as a team as we always do. You know, people might need an extra little bit of help, like we all have. We've all been to our first one at some point, so you know, you just have to appreciate that and lean on the people around you to support you through that. But it's an exciting time, I think, for the sport through all the different countries. You know, there's new riders on the scene in other countries as well. So yeah, it's exciting.
So a bit of a difficult question for you. Come that team medal day, what's the podium going to look like? What nations are going to feature?
I think it's a really hard question. You know, there's very strong nations around at the moment. Denmark are very strong, Holland are obviously strong, and Germany. I'm sure Great Britain will go and do their absolute best, just like we always try. If everyone pulls off their best performances in the arena when it matters, I'm sure we will be up there hoping to, you know, do well. But we need to think about the process at the moment and, you know, the training up until the point in which we're in that arena and performing. So we'll see.
And just one final question, a little bit about George, because obviously, as you say, you've had him since a youngster. What's he like as a person?
He's a little bit grumpy. He likes his own space in the stable. When he's either got food or he's sleeping, he likes to be left alone. He just likes his own space, which is quite weird for me because I'm quite used to being in with him all the time. I like to spend time with him, and he's a little bit like, I'm alright, Mum, you know, leave me alone. He's a bit like a teenage boy. I don't really want anything to do with you. When we go away to competitions, he's a little bit more affectionate, which is nice. So yeah, he's very different from Reese. Reese is very needy and needs my time and affection all the time, whether I'm at home or away. So it's nice to have a horse that's kind of just like comfortable within himself and maybe a bit more of a man. So
Well,
yeah.
Sophie, to you and George, on behalf of all at British Dressage, we wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.